Hello? I can't hear you, brother.
Hey, can you hear me now?
There we go.
All right, all right, all right. What's going on, man?
Oh man, man, just leaving this gym, trying to recover. How you
Yeah.
feeling? So you
Listen,
got
man.
that big, got that beard gang going.
Yeah, I was at the gym this morning, man. I go first thing in the morning, and I thought I was dying. Today was leg day.
Oh man, no, I love leg day. I used to hate it, but now I love it because fitness is, man, that's what I do.
Yeah.
So
Um,
yeah,
I appreciate you for today, man. I think this is really, really dope.
for sure, no doubt, man.
I've been following you for a couple years now. So I mean, I think it's dope that obviously you're getting your debut project out there. I think you've worked with some phenomenal people.
Appreciate
I
that,
think
bro.
that you're like a pure asset to Universal Music, to SRG. I've been listening. I actually was listening to My Queen this morning,
Oh,
and
dope, dope, dope.
it's a difference with you, man. And it's not really, I don't think it's really an easy way to explain it, really just outside of like the uniqueness in your voice.
Appreciate that, bro.
I just think that there's a sound element that you bring to the table that we have not gotten. It's
Yeah,
not
that's what I wanted to kind of like convey to people in terms of being daring to be different. Not to say I'm that different in the risque kind of sense, but just I've always tried my best to stay in my own lane,
right.
and not conform to whatever other people are following. So I'm glad you pointed that out, man.
I think that's the beauty of it, is that you are in your own lane. So like, even being on a song with Tank, who, man, like 20 plus years I've been following Tank. And
Yeah,
I've heard like all of these rumbles about him kind of stepping away, or this being his last album and not really feeling appreciated. And kind of I guess from an outside view, or like from the fan perspective, I feel like he has not really been appreciated. Like if you really look back at his history, and not just with his own music, but the Aaliyahs and like all of the people that he was
yeah,
producing
he's wrote a
way
lot of
back in
stuff
the
for
day
Aaliyah.
that
He's wrote a
nobody
lot
knew.
of records. Yeah.
Um,
I mean, the people who know, in I'm not gonna say in defense, because I mean, my bro, that's my bro, that's like my friend.
yeah,
Like
I know he's like your favorite or one
I've
of
been not only favorite, but that's my friend. I've been knowing him for a long time.
yeah,
But I will say the people who know Tank, who know Darrell Bass, they know that Tank is by far, in my opinion, people have their favorites. But real people know Tank
yeah,
is like by far the best.
yeah.
There's no one touching him. In the R&B realm of things, no
Absolutely,
one. No
absolutely.
one can touch him vocally. No one. I don't care who it is. Now, females, I mean, I ain't putting them in that category. That's about male wise. No one can touch him, and that's just me being straight up honest. But the people who know Tank, they already know. If people won't acknowledge what he's done, what he's accomplished, and what he's still accomplishing, that's on them. But for the
Right.
people who legitimately know him, they already know his work. So it's kind of like, I mean, he knows. So it's kind of like whether they give him his flowers, which people do. But in terms
Yeah,
of
he
whatever,
definitely gets.
I kind of see where you're going with that. But trust me, people already know what's up, man. Tank is an animal. So whether he gets these flowers or whatever, doesn't matter. He's already won.
Yeah,
He's already won. And the
but
real people already know.
absolutely, absolutely. But the song "Don't Rush," I think that really speaks to you being in your own lane, and
Right.
you doing your own thing, and then him being on the song. And I think that you two work like y'all blend together
Excuse me.
really, really good. Like that song is
Thank you, man.
really dope.
I
Um,
appreciate that, man. Yeah, yeah.
but
We rocked out.
yeah, I mean everything that I've heard so far, like your team has sent me obviously "Don't Rush," and they've sent me "My Queen," and they've sent me "Simpin," and
Dope, dope.
like it definitely makes me look forward, to the album. I know it's dropping on the 20th. Like,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
talk about
Chapter and verse. Chapter and
yeah,
verse.
talk
Yeah.
about the work that went into this album. With it being your debut, and then obviously you having been out here for a few years too, you've had a lot of time to really work on it.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I actually got the album done in a short amount of time, but I've been doing music since I was 6. So,
Yeah,
this is technically my first album, but it was just me singing about things that are near and dear to my heart, and not to sound like cliche-ish, but these are songs that I not that I kind of like. I didn't have like an agenda initially when we first started creating this album. It was just more so about doing what I love to do. For all the people who love like real R&B and like storytelling type songs, then my album Chapter and Verse is definitely for you. It may not be for everyone, but I'm gonna tell you, and I'm a singer and I've been doing it for a while. It's a really good album. I'm not gonna say great, but hey, does it have the potential to be great? Yeah, but it's a good album, for what it's worth, and it's about a lot of love, a lot of positivity, and just, in my opinion, some sustainable type music that not only adults can enjoy, but their kids can enjoy as well. Right. So just I hope people have an open mind when they listen to it, because it's really straightforward, straight to the point, and it's just like a fuse between new school and old school. So Chapter and Verse, man, this Friday, May 20th. Make sure y'all download it.
Right. Take me back, at least for a second anyway, to that 6-year-old that's involved in music and, obviously singing in church. Like, did you know at that instant that, okay, like I really want to do this when I get older, or was it kind of like something you were just pushed into? And
no, I was never pushed into it. My father was a pastor, so he definitely wasn't pushing me into that lane. My mom, she sang secular music. She was dealing with all the Motown people back in the day, but church is that's all I knew. That's all my father implemented in my daily routines, and not only me, my siblings, neighbors. That was just his thing to just bring people closer to Christ. So in terms of me singing at a young age, it was just strictly gospel music.
Right.
But in terms of myself, I just decided to just pursue it as the years went on. I would love to sing R&B songs, whether that was at home or also at school on the playground. Actually, I think that's where it started, on the playground in elementary school. I would sing outside to the young chicks, and boom, next thing you know, the girls would circle around me, and it was just like a chain reaction. So from there, that was that moment. But the defining moment was in undergrad at Grambling State University, and I sang Tank songs, and the girls went nuts. They went nuts. It was like they talk about it to this day, including my frat brothers, my sorors. Everyone talks about it to this day. Like, that was by far the best performance I've ever seen at Grambling State University. So shouts out to GSU. But that was the defining moment.
Yeah, I think that's dope. You definitely, I mean, outside of building an awareness of who you are and whatnot, I think you've definitely built a strong following, and you got a lot of people who are looking forward to this project. What if there was one thing that you felt like you wanted people to get from this project, what is that?
That I stayed on the path of R&B. I didn't conform to what everyone's doing out here in terms of all these shake your butt on the floor type records. I can do those, but it was time to go back to where it all started. Right. So in my opinion, the only people only people in my opinion that are doing that right now is myself, Lucky Day, Jasmine Sullivan, Alex Isley, Ari Lennox, her, and Mooney, what's her name? Money Long,
yeah.
Money Long, okay.
Yeah.
And I would say those are the people that come to mind. So R&B is making its way back.
Yeah, so and it's because of definitely the people that you mentioned, but people like you. Like, I feel like you're in a class which is inclusive of them.
Most definitely, yeah.
Snow Allegra.
My girl Snow Allegra. I don't know why I said about that.
Yeah,
she's a monster.
She's got a song on the radio right now that I'm like, damn, like.
Oh no, she's phenomenal. We've done some shows together.
There was nothing that I would like more than Want You Around, and then it's like, damn, like she's really, really dope. But
no, when I tell you dope.
Yeah,
I'm talking about live.
That class though, and I think that's been missing in R&B music for so long.
Back in the day, was so many people doing R&B, man. That's where it started, man. And back in the day, we loved hip hop,
right?
But it was all at the end of the day when we went home and chilled with our ladies, or rode in our cars, or leaving work, leaving school, whatever. We all listened to R&B. That's all you heard on the radio.
Absolutely,
it was all you heard.
Absolutely, it was obviously the new additions, the Belle Biv DeVoes, the Jodeci's,
roller rinks, all that. Yeah, the skating rink rather, and roller, how I go, man. The roller skates, everything was R&B, man. You would hear your hip hop here and there, but like it was primarily R&B. So I feel like it's coming back, including, I'm in that pool of R&B cats right now. So like I said, I've been doing it for a while.
Yeah,
This isn't my first go around. I've had several record deals, but it's a marathon, man. So you got to
absolutely,
just keep trucking and keep pushing. And
absolutely.
right now things are, pointing in the right direction. So
Yeah.
yeah, man.
I think something else that you're doing that I think I particularly like is I feel like you and your team, like you've kind of taken it back a little bit old school, just in terms of like promotion and just the stuff that you send out and like the events and stuff that you're doing, and
Yeah.
like the overall artist development that you don't necessarily see with a lot of people now, because everybody's kind of doing their own thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah, for
it's cool
sure.
to see you like as part of a team, and like you got a strong team that's really working you and pushing you, and I think
Thank
that's
you.
really really dope.
Yeah, yeah, man. It's definitely it's a collective effort with my team and I. It's a small team, but I mean with a big engine, so we all play our role, and we get along, and we just keep trucking, man. But right now, as of where we stand, we're comfortable, man. We're complacent with what we've been doing so far. So I think in a not so distant future,
Right.
y'all see some really great things. So we just constantly,
Yeah.
growing, man.
Yeah.
It's like I said, a marathon, So
I know more, amazing things are coming. You seem really cool, calm, and collected, but I know like deep down inside, you have to be really excited about this project dropping in 2 days.
no,
Like,
that's just my normal temperament, man. I'm just yeah, yeah, no. I'm like, trust me, anyone who knows me, like, I
yeah,
don't really show that I'm excited. That's just how I am.
yeah.
But of course, I'm excited,
I'm
man.
just like deep down inside, like he's got to be excited about this project
Oh yeah,
dropping. Like,
for sure, man, for sure. I
yeah,
just like in terms of emotion, I rarely show it, but
yeah,
but I'm trust me, I'm definitely appreciative. I'm
yeah.
beyond thankful and blessed, and I acknowledge all that good stuff. So I'm excited, man. I'm definitely
I
excited.
know
I just
you are.
want people to be excited, and I want people to support, and I want people to inform their followers, their family members, etc.
Yeah, I really just want to say, before I have you shout, website, social media, all that kind of
No
jazz, I
doubt, no
really
doubt.
just I want to thank you. I love this media game, man, and I love pushing artists and that sort of thing, and having these conversations, doing interviews, and doing events and all that stuff.
For sure.
Um, it's cool when you get materials and you push those materials out, and then you see the artist kind of getting behind what you put out there, and that they're pushing that
Mm.
stuff. And I pay attention to all of that stuff, man. And that was one of the things that I told your team, is that like it's dope. Like I posted this, and probably like 15 minutes later he posted it, or he tagged it, or he shared it to us. Like, I think that's really really dope, because I think for as hard as journalists and writers and whatnot and bloggers try to push material from different artists, a lot of artists, they really don't really take a
Yeah.
part in that.
No,
So that's something that I really do notice, and I appreciate it, man. Like, I appreciate it so much. I know you're out there
I
moving around and doing a lot of shows and all of that stuff, but people people that
I
want,
received that. I received that, man.
yeah,
Not to
I
interject, but I
appreciate it,
received
man.
that. I appreciate you acknowledging that, man. Trust me, I really do, man. It stuff like that is something that people should say all the time, in my
It
opinion.
makes a
Like,
difference.
yeah, it makes a huge difference because you just never know. So for me, it's funny because to kind of reciprocate like what you were saying, I was gonna say that to you because I always show that I'm appreciative of no matter what the platform is, no matter who it
I
is. When
appreciate it, man.
people listen, I don't care who they are. If they're inviting me on, they want to talk, if they hit my people up and say, "Hey, can we have a conversation?" Whatever the situation is, when I'm talking to someone and they're acknowledging what I do, I acknowledge them. And
Yeah,
sometimes before they acknowledge me. So I want to say thank you, man.
right.
Thank you so much for acknowledging me, man. It's trust
It's
me, it
no
says a
problem,
lot.
man.
It says a lot.
It's no problem. Like, I love this. And as you say that, the other piece of me saying thank you is that I've been out here for 20 years pushing my own platforms. Like, I
Yeah,
could
yeah.
easily go and work for the big, like the big names, and I've worked for some of the big names, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm more on the entrepreneurial side. So I want to do my own thing and have my
Oh
own thing
yeah.
out there. But it's hard to, it's a little difficult to kind of, break that way when you're not really pushing the same thing that everybody else is pushing.
Of
Um,
course.
so
Of
yeah,
course.
so I appreciate artists like you, because I get the opportunity to connect and do these interviews and that sort of thing. And actually, I know it's a lot going on everywhere. I'll be in Atlanta this weekend doing a couple conferences down there and covering.
Oh, nice,
nice. It's cool.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be there. I'm supposed to be there as well at the Black Music Honors. So
yeah, I saw that. But I think that's dope, man. I appreciate you for everything. People that want to keep up with you, where should they follow you at?
Yeah. For those of you who want to keep up with me, and hopefully y'all do, because y'all follow me. I trust me. I'll follow y'all back. Check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at J Brown Music Only. I always forget about TikTok, but yeah,
I'm trying to get on TikTok, man.
All this new stuff is just throwing me off. But yeah, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at J Brown Music Only, and also my YouTube is Music by J Brown. Check me out, follow me, trust me, I'll support you back. Let's just keep let's keep each other encouraged, keep motivating each other, and support each other ultimately. So trust me, y'all hit me up. If y'all want me to post something, repost something, I'll do it, man. I'm not about, hey, you got to pay me. No, man. I'm all about showing love, man. As long as tongue twister. As long as it's being reciprocated, I'm all for it. So let's make it happen, man.
Absolutely. Yeah. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man. And you got to excuse me. I got my Invisalign in. These Invisalign, they throw me off, man. My speech, sometimes they slur my speech.
Right.
So my mouth's trying to get used to it. Forgive me.
It's all good, man. It's all good. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Enjoy yourself this weekend. I'll be out that way too. But
my man. Peace and love, man. And thanks again, man. You have a blessing. Stay safe.
You too, man.
All right.